Here I am again, one more lesson for the week. This one is about two-digit dividends. Let me give you some brief reminder of the parts of a division problem, because it's been a while since we've done these. So when you have a division problem, like this, the first one they have listed is 36 divided by 3, which is the one that we're doing. The different parts of a division problem, sometimes you guys would have it like this. This part, the big number that we're dividing up, is the dividend. This is the divisor. And the answer to a division problem, which is up here, is the quotient. Okay? So let's take a look. So dividend is what you're dividing, the divisor is what you're dividing by, and the quotient is your answer. So in example 1, Eli donates his toys to 5 different charities. He has a total of 75 toys to donate. Eli donates the same number of toys to each charity. How many toys does each charity receive? So they want us to set up the division problem. So what we're trying to find out is how many toys each group receives. So how many did we start with? In a division problem, we're always going to start with the big number. That's the total. So he started off with 75 toys to donate. And we know that there are 5 charities that he wants to donate to. So that becomes the other factor here, right? That becomes the divisor. So here we are. That's what we're trying to figure out. And we're trying to solve for T. I'm calling it T because that's how many toys they're going to get. So we're going to set up this division problem. You've already got the spots to go ahead and put in what we know so far. So we're going to be finding 75 divided by 5. So I'm going to put the 75 here because that is the dividend, the total. I'm going to put the 5 on the outside because that's the divisor. That's what we're dividing by. And you've actually got boxes on your page to help you with this. We've done this before. It's been a while. So remember, steps of multiplication. We're going to make a guess. Step number 2 is we're going to multiply. Step number 3 is subtract. And step number 4 is bring down the next number. And step number 5, if you're done with that, is start again. Okay, so let's follow our order. So the first thing we're going to do is make a guess. How many times will 5 fit into 7? Well, I know that it fits in 1 time without going over, so I'm going to put a 1 up here in my quotient. Step number 2 is going to be to multiply. Remember, sometimes I would put a little multiplication sign up there to remind me. We made our guess. We think it fits in 1 time, so now we're going to do the multiplication. 5 times 1. We're going to write that right underneath. Step number 3 is subtract. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Step number 4 is bring down that next number. And step number 5 is to start again. So we're still working on this part to finish out our problem. So now we're asking ourselves, how many 5s will fit into 25? Well, you can count by 5s, right? You can do multiples. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That would fit in 5 times. Then we're going to multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. We're going to subtract. And we're finished because we're down to 0. We don't have any remainder in this problem. We're all finished with this problem. So down here at the bottom, they are asking us, what is 75 divided by 5? Well, we just figured that out. That would be 15. So each charity receives 15 toys. So in this case, T, which is what we were solving for, is how many toys do they get? Well, when we took all the toys and divided it by the number of charities, each charity is going to receive 15 toys. On the back, we're going to do another problem. Caleb is putting his baseball cards in an album. He has 57 cards and he can put 4 cards on each page. How many full pages will he have, and will there be any cards left? So we're going to start with the dividend, which is that 57. That's how many cards he has. We're going to divide that by 4 because it tells us that 4 of them will fit on each page. And you have this on your page with your blocks up here. So we're going to follow our steps. First thing, we're going to make a guess. How many times will 4 fit into 5? Well, that fits in 1 time without going over. Then we're going to multiply. 4 times 1 is 4. Then we subtract. Then we bring down the next number. and we start again. How many 4s will fit into 17? Let's count some multiples. 4, 8, 12, 16. It'll fit in 4 times without going over. So I'm going to put my guess at the top. I'm going to multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. Then I'm going to subtract, and I do have a leftover. I can't take any more 4s out of this, so that becomes our remainder. So we've got that problem all filled out. So we will end up with 14 full pages and 1 photo left over, right? So you can fill that into our spots right there. At the bottom in the guided practice, we've got 2 more problems. Let's go ahead and practice those together. I'm sure you guys are saying, oh, this is easy, I remember this. But let's do a couple more just in case. So number 1 at the bottom is 65 divided by 5. They've already done some bits of the problem for you. You can follow along through that problem, or you can do it on the side, whatever's easier for you. I'm going to take you through just like a normal problem would so that we're not relying on some of those extras. So let's go ahead and do it. So step number 1 is make a guess. How many times will 5 fit into 6? Well, it fits in 1 time. 5 times 1 is 5. We subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring down your 5. And then we start again. How many 5s will fit into 15? Well, count your multiples. 5 fits into 15 3 times. 5 times 3 is 15. We subtract, and we don't have any remainder left over. All right, so we've got that one taken care of. That was number 1. Number 2 at the bottom is 45 divided by 3. Okay, same kind of problem. We're going to start by making a guess. How many 3s will fit into 4? Well, only 1 without going over. 3 times 1 is 3. We subtract. You bring down the next number, and you start again. How many 3s will fit into 15? So count multiples. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Fits in 5 times. Put my guess at the top. 3 times 5 is 15. We subtract and we end up with 0. So all of our numbers fit into what they've given us. If you need some reminders on this or need any additional help, get a hold of me at mvaw123@gmail.com or through Class Dojo. Good luck, guys.